Hello, this movie will show you exactly why you should think about buying XRP before something bad happens. Listen, a lot has happened in the last 24 hours in both politics and the cryptocurrency market. We've heard a lot of different political news. What they talk about ranges from free speech to cryptocurrencies to impending recessions and a lot more. So we are going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about how this will affect XRP in the short term in today's movie. You might learn some things you didn't expect. X is the first thing we should talk about. Elon Musk, the CEO and owner of X, recently said that the company will have to shut down its operations in Brazil because the government there is making a lot of censorship-related comments. Their main goal is to silence free speech. Since X is a place where anyone can say what they want, the Brazilian government is now going after them, saying that it's a place where Nazis and other horrible people hang out, so they need to control what's on it. Now, if you were around when Elon Musk first bought X, this shouldn't have come as a surprise because he did say at that time that Democrats had been trying to limit free speech for years and had often been successful before he took over. All of this may make you wonder what it has to do with cryptocurrency. That's a short answer, everything. No matter where you are in the world, in Brazil, the US, or anywhere else, if your government is trying to censor your right to free speech, that should worry you. Because if the government starts controlling the narrative and what's being talked about online, they can also control things like cryptocurrency to benefit themselves at your expense. So I need to bring this issue to your attention because if we don't talk about it and find solutions, cryptocurrency could be abused and used for bad things in the future. Cryptocurrency is a great technology, but like all technologies, it can be used in a bad way. We need to fight these kinds of problems now, or when we're talking about wars on a global scale. Russia recently said that Ukraine is trying to use a dirty nuclear bomb to attack nuclear power plants. This bit of news is very important right now because more and more European countries are changing their minds about supporting the war in Ukraine. This is the reason why this is a major cause. In case you didn't know, a huge amount of money has been sent to Ukraine during the last few years while this war has been going on. There has been a lot of inflation because the government has been spending so much money. This has changed the prices of your groceries, energy, and crypto assets. This will definitely have a big effect on XRP very quickly, which we will talk about in more detail very soon. First, though, let's talk about this, all right? The biggest economy in Europe is Germany. Officially cut off all military and financial help to Ukraine, right? There is a lot of money in this country and its defense is strong, maybe second only to the UK's. And of course, a regional force, right? Because Germany has a lot of power, many other countries are likely to do the same if Germany stops supporting. Then this really makes me wonder how much longer this war is going to last. Since the parades we've seen after war's end are crazy. It seems like a lot of the time asset classes take off like we've never seen them before. We've been able to hit all-time highs and get out of depressions and recessions thanks to those rises after World War II. Based on how crazy it was, we don't always reach those all-time highs for 4, 5, or 6 years afterward. Because of all of these problems we just talked about, I think the cryptocurrency scene will get a lot of attention. People are beginning to understand that their government is seriously crazy. Taking away my right to free speech, they are basically telling me what I can and cannot say or do in person or online. Of course I want an option to that, and cryptocurrency gives you financial freedom. This basically gets you out of this fiat scheme that is run by the government. I also think this is a big reason why people are getting tired of the current money system. At the end of this movie, I'm going to make a very big claim. First, though, we'll talk about more money news. First, JP Morgan has said that there is a 35% chance of a decline. It seems like a lot of people want to know what I think about these comments made by JP Morgan. Also, it doesn't take me long to look back at this person, Jamie Dimon, to see how many times he's been wrong. Do I think it's 35% likely that there will be a recession? Not at all, no. Do I believe it's possible? Yes, it is possible. It's always possible. Never say it can't happen. But I want to remind you of some things Jamie Dimon has said lately. First, he said 3 or 4 months ago that Bitcoin was only used for money laundering, drugs, the sex trade, and other very strange things. After that, today, late last week, Jamie Dimon began to buy Bitcoin. Besides that, he is now giving his rich clients Bitcoin ETFs through his bank. The way he acts certainly doesn't match up with the way he talks about crypto when he's asked about it on the news. And this is why I'm making this point. You can't believe a word that Jamie Dimon or JP Morgan says, because in general, they'll say things like, hey, Jim, there's a chance of a recession after that. They'll buy a lot of stocks because some people sold in a hurry. Don't be the stupid person who sells fear. That's all I need to say. Let's move on. Okay, Dubai is also making some big steps forward in the crypto space. They are now okay with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies being used to pay salaries. It's clear that this is pretty cool. Dubai has a huge economy that's growing every day. They want to be the crypto hub of the world, which I fully support. I think that's a very smart move on the part of the leaders over there, or the royal family, I guess. Quite a few people were also interested in what this bodes for cryptocurrency. People are getting paid in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The short answer is that it's great because it means more people will own crypto. Now, if just 10% of the people who work in Dubai started taking cryptocurrency as payment for their salaries, that would bring in billions of dollars extra every year. It's a big market, you know, and if you add up all the pay across the country, it's only 10% of that. Yes, we're talking about extra money worth hundreds of billions of dollars that can now be used on all kinds of blockchains. Because it's not just Bitcoin, but still this is great news, even if it was just Bitcoin. Also, the fact that these kinds of movements are getting a lot more backing from the government is a great sign for the future of cryptocurrency as a whole. This is a clear sign that cryptocurrency is here to stay in Dubai. It will play a big role in their politics and how they do things going forward. This will open a lot of people's eyes, and those who haven't invested in cryptocurrency before will think it must be pretty big if they're diversified. They're going to look into it some more, which is a chance for the world of XRP that we should really get our name out there and show people why they should use our services. To get more people to see this movie, please click the like button. Also, South Korea is going through some big changes. The buys from pension funds and the microplan have now begun. By the way, South Korea's huge pension fund in which everyone invests is buying MicroStrategy. That's really cool. $35 million in MicroStrategy as not long ago. Also, the shares are worth 46 billion won in their own currency. That's really cool. Now, it's clear that South Korea is interested in crypto, right? As long as they can get their official government-backed pension fund to buy MicroStrategy shares, they're pretty much all over Bitcoin. That's when everyone knew who Michael Saylor was. He owned Micro. Of course, they only buy Bitcoin when they buy stocks. In that case, that is a very interesting move right now. So basically, people's retirements will depend on Bitcoin now, and if we can get more pension funds like the ones in the US to start investing in Bitcoin in this way, well, it's going to be really great. Do you know that pension plans are a multi-trillion-dollar business? So if we have South Korea, we also have China. I guess you could call it business or just that, a financial tool. Japan and the US are both on board with this plan. They are two of the world's biggest economies. It's going to add up very quickly. Retirement plans are very important, and we don't know how much more the South Korean pension fund will buy of these shares. However, this is a very important first step. Now, this is really cool, really important thing I need to quickly talk about is how BRICS have driven the price of gold to an all-time high as more countries give up the US dollar. Okay, so let's break things down into their parts: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. You know a few more gold is being bought by everyone like crazy right now. In secret, they want to have a new strategic reserve currency backed by gold that they can use for all of their trade. That's why they're buying so much gold. Okay, so this is very interesting, but I want to point out that XRPL could also be used here. Right now, Bitcoin and gold are competing with each other, which is a very interesting thing to see. Some people think that gold is a good, valuable object to keep on hand as a backup. Some people think Bitcoin is a good asset to keep as a strategic backup, right? And people keep going back and forth on whether gold or Bitcoin is better. Right now, gold is the best metal for BRICS. You should know that the average person can choose what they think is best. Which of the following do you think is a better strategic backup asset? Which do you like better, XRP or gold? I'm all for XRP, you know that. I feel that gold is out of style now. It happened in the past. Yes, it can be useful for some things like making microchips and other similar things, but you already know that anyone can buy XRP. Everyone can use it as long as they have an internet